Good news! So the game updated to version 2.01, and the dev said, oh, don't worry, it's just going to be some minor bug fixes and such.
Lies!
He lied.
Slanderous lies!
So there is new content to explore, even beyond the 2.0, which was supposed to be the last major content update. So we have a lot on our plate now. Sybil's feeling as good as ever.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a couple tasks to do just this morning. Get our coffee.
Yeah.
Never mind, we already have it.
We also have to have Lee in our party.
What time is it? It's morning. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're good. We need to water our plant if we haven't already.
It looks great. So the soil's a little damp.
We already have. Cool. So we need Helen in our party. We need Lee in our party. Okay, so on the docket is our required things of the morning. We need to go... Hey, guess what's open?
Oh, cool.
Teeth room's open. That's going to be a whole fun little thing.
Yeah, we
we'll
need to
get
take
to
Joel
that.
for that.
We'll get to that.
We'll worry about that later.
That's part of the 2.01 update. And that leads me to believe that any time that people had stated they saw the teeth door open before this update, it was probably a glitch.
Could have been. I'm just telling you what I can tell you.
Hello again, my scaredy friend. I think maybe I can help you a bit. So, are you ready? Yes. Today you will squeeze my nose. You nearly faint at the thought. You can do it. I believe in you. You approach it. Him. Pierre. You hold out your hand. And you feel something round, cold, and rubbery. Run! Squeeze it lightly. Hee. You're making great progress. I'm proud of you. I think tomorrow we can up the ante a little further. Did not control Sam.
Despite what the internet might say. Look at it, Sam. It has almost fully matured. It is even starting to bear fruit. Our diligence is almost paid off, but not yet. We must allow the fruit to ripen before we can savor it. I've enjoyed this, Helen.
You know what?
I have too. Some people garden only to harvest the fruits of their labor, and that is fine. But to care for something, to pour my life into something and see it gain a life of its own, that is why I garden.
You're being very open with yourself.
Yes, gardening requires a certain vulnerability. That is enough. You have done a good job. Tomorrow is a very important day. Our plant will be fully matured. You will be joining me for the occasion, to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Now you may leave. Oh, I guess a funny thing is a lot of people kind of want to interpret Helen as like, oh, she's not a murderer, she's just kind of a weird gardener. It's like the creator went like, no, she's murdered people. She has murdered people.
No, but she's a murderer.
Let's not go too far. Granted, Sam, do not forget tomorrow. Granted, we've killed a lot of people too, so I'm kind of willing to bet it's more like that-ish? But I'm not putting it aside that she's just stabbed somebody in the face for annoying her.
Yeah. Okay, so we are on floor 1.
Yep.
For Lee, we need to go to floor 2.
Back to her room.
Yep. Because if you recall, the message said that someone was actually going to go visit her at her home. And she then said, "Let's go meet him."
Is it the dad? Because the dad
We don't-
left, but he came back, and they were like, he's not doing well.
Yeah, we don't actually know. I don't think it's the dad, though. My assumption is that she was engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably, whoever it was that she was engaged to, like, I don't know, cheated on her, I don't know. And I think the one that came here is that person. Can't tell you for sure, though.
That's a bug. Or is it a feature? It's hard to tell with this game anymore.
It's got shoes
It's got arms.
and arms. You know what? Let's try out Octo Strike. Ooh, Helen's not last in the... Well, no, she's still probably the slowest.
It's also the order you had everyone join. Because you took out
Popping you.
Papinu.
Ow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Octo Strike is heckin' good for damage.
Do you want me to go back to what, Pentathrust for Dragoon in 11? It's like, yeah, you're popping off 5
I still
hits,
gave
but
he's still got this. I don't know how strong this guy is. He can't be that strong.
I mean, turns out stepping on him is making it work. He's just called Grasshopper.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. Lee opens the door.
Well, it's her apartment.
Yeah? I guess you're gone now. I don't know whether I'm writing this letter to you or to myself, but I have to get it out before I'm gone too. I was stupid. What I did to you was the worst mistake of my life. Worse than coming here. I'm sorry. I hurt you badly, and I deserved the silence. I just wish there was a way I could have made it up to you. I bought this ring for you before I ruined everything. I wanted to give it to you, but I blew everything up. Even when I'm gone, I won't forget you, Grasshopper. I think you're Lee?
Was I Lee? I thought you were Lee. You were doing Lee. I did Helen.
Okay. We'd have to be so stupid. All I wanted was an apology. That's it. That's what the whole thing was about. It sounds like you meant a lot to him. No! Lee meant a lot to him. But I'm not Lee. I'm the Beast. I just wanted him to say he was sorry. Lee holds the ring and the note in her hand. She crumples it up and winds her arm back to throw it. This is an important decision. You can do one of two things here. If you let her throw it, she commits to being the Beast. This actually gets you, I think it's an accessory? Or maybe jewelry. I don't remember exactly. That lets her... It makes her beast form more powerful. Or you can let her be both Lee and the Beast, at which point you get an accessory or jewelry, I don't know, that removes the turn 1 confusion when she becomes the Beast. So she goes Beast and is just immediately controllable.
I mean, personally, I'm picking the first option.
Yeah.
That you can be
Yeah.
Lee and the Beast.
Her arm gradually lowers, and she takes a step forward. She's quiet for a moment, playing with the ring in her palm. I'm going to call Mom. Tell her I'm the beast now. That she should stop looking for me. Let's get out of here, Sam.
Find Martin's ring. Anyway, let's loot this place real quick.
Yeah, there's not really much to loot.
I know, there's like the wall missing.
Martin's ring. Ooh, good
Reminds
buffs.
Lee of her past life. She can always be sane when in grinning beast form.
Heckin' good stuff. And I was actually considering swapping out Helen.
For Lee?
I don't know. Maybe for Philippe.
Oh, Philippe? Yeah, no.
But I would actually consider swapping her out for Lee now that Lee has this ring, because what we needed was damage, and Lee was our biggest damage dealer. It was just rough dealing with her monster form. With this, not so much anymore. And a lot of the benefits that Helen has are kind of negated by either Rat or just the nature of it. So I can't really use Helen to her
Full advantage.
Yeah.
She's still gonna have to be in the party for the D&D thing.
Yes.
Oh, and the last bit of the thing, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of the D&D thing, you can, of course, bring every character in there.
Yeah.
And they will all make their own characters and actually get involved in it. Some of them get more into it than others. Some of them are just kind of confused. If you bring Philippe in, as an example, he makes a character that is just a fat, ugly person named Sam that everybody hates.
Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, who would know? If you bring Roaches in, he barely understands where he is at any given time, and I am pretty sure Lyle, makes a character for him.
I mean, Roaches is having a hard time figuring out Roaches right now.
Yeah.
I still stand by you should have given them communism. I think that would have worked for them.
If you bring Audrey, interestingly enough, she's played D&D before.
Well, yeah, she used to be a person.
Yeah, she's played it plenty times before. She even asks,
I'm sorry,
hey, I've got
Eminem. It's mazes
That's
and
true.
monsters
That's
in this
true.
universe.
That's true. So she even comes in and says, hey, I have this, cleric that I've played a bunch. Would they work in this? And
I mean, that's what Ernest is doing.
Yeah.
He's playing an old character.
Yeah, and Lyle's like, wow, I didn't know we had a vet here. Sure. And it almost makes me feel bad that I didn't bring Audrey.
Well, first of all, you didn't know.
You know, despite being a vending machine, I think the Audrey is still probably one of my favorite characters in this game.
I think because of a vending machine, she's one of your favorites. Can you go to your
You know
items
that
real
too.
quick?
You know that too. Go where?
Your items. I want to see what the D and thing's called in here.
Mazes and Monsters?
Is it mazes and monsters? It's a thing you can sell, but you're not supposed to sell it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure
Mazes
Lyle
and
can...
Wizards.
Oh, mazes and wizards. Yeah, mazes and monsters is an old anti-D&D movie that starred Tom Hanks before he got really big.
Oh, hey, you know what we should do, actually? We should talk to all of the astrologers.
I thought we had. Also, don't circle game me.
Is there anything else we had to do at the start of the day? Check the shops, maybe?
The shop. That's about all I can remember.
Okay. So, let's talk to all the astrologers. Really talk to them. I have questions.
What would you like to know?
Research?
My colleagues and I, 4 astronomers, are trying to ascertain the nature of the phenomenon outside. A sticky matter. We could always use help.
What's with the robes?
Outside light seems to, well, burn away at living essence. The robes are a bit stuffy, but I'll not venture any risk.
As a side note, and I
Side note.
may be able to show this off later, Aster's robe is actually a Halloween costume. It's a cheap wizard Halloween costume.
I think they've all, a couple of them are bathrobes or something.
Yeah, one's got a bathrobe on, one's...
I think it's Beryl, they might be.
Yeah, I know somebody down. The one down in the basement just has like this little like shawl.
I think that's Jasper.
No,
no.
Jasper has the robe.
Jasper has the robe?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's Beryl. I can't remember the other one.
Have you looked outside?
Oh, I wish I could. But I've seen the results. No, I shouldn't.
Would you like to know what is happening outside?
It is an object passing through our solar system. An extraterrestrial phenomenon of sorts. Of this much, I am certain. Any more, I could not hazard to guess. We simply don't know yet. Looking at it, even indirectly, causes grave changes in living things. Even looking at a reflection warps a person.
Okay. How big is it?
It seems to be quite enormous. It was large enough to block out the light from a star. This is how we initially observed it, in fact.
Okay, let's go back in there again.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
It sounds so unreal.
Yes, this entire ordeal has been quite the nightmare.
What kind of object is it?
We have theorized many things. It could be a rare natural phenomenon in space, or some sort of alien technology. And indeed, it could be a living organism of some kind.
Okay, a natural phenomenon.
Yes, some new type of cosmic object made from an exotic type of matter. Something that works under different rules than those we are used to. Before you keep going, okay, well, you're gonna have to go back to that menu, but we're just gonna have to keep going through stuff. An object is it? Blah, blah, blah.
Alien technology.
Yes. Aurelius, yeah. Because I keep making the, give me a second. Aurelius had the idea that it may be a machine that seeks out and transforms planets to be habitable, but I also built it. Terraformer, sorry. It would be... Would you like to see my Optimus Prime? It wouldn't explain how it functions, but it would give some sense the effect it has on us.
Okay, what now?
What about the about joining you? I mean, don't pick it. We'll go through our other option.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Yeah. Object, blah, 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 kind of object, and something living.
Something living?
Yes, Jasper is of that opinion. That is something we could communicate. That it is something we communicate.
Okay, so of these options, for some reason, and I can't tell you why, you actually get locked out of this dialogue tree after a second. I mean, I say after a second, it's after you choose, like, 2 options or something, you can't go back in to see the rest of them. Cannot tell you why. Maybe it's just a bug. But, and this is important for one ending specifically, and I want to talk about all the endings here in a minute. You want to make sure to ask all the astrologers about potentially killing it. Maybe we can kill it.
Kill it? I think you underestimate the gravity of the situation.
Even if it's not much of a response, you have to ask them. It'll be important for later. And we're already locked out of all of the options.
Yeah, it took out kill and can we befriend it.
So why does Jasper believe this?
I'm not sure. It's hard to believe something so massive could be alive. But I suppose it is quite an unusual object already, so why not?
It doesn't seem very friendly.
I agree.
About joining you.
It seems you've met all of us.
We have.
I admit that you're quite capable, but you should learn to rely on others as well. Why don't I tag along and assist?
Sure.
Fantastic. Let us travel together. Then, we have offerings to seek and discoveries to make. You live in apartment 33, correct? I'll see you there.
And now we've recruited Aster.
I guess they took away that you have to talk to all 3 of them and have only 3 party members total. They took. I think they still have the astronomers one, but I think they took away the whole. You can only have 3 party members, a total. Total. So.
Now we're going back on floor 1 because there's also an astrologer here that we should talk to.
Astronomer is a completely different thing.
Bro. Ah, yeah, there you are. Aurelius! Ah, you startled me. It's you again. What can I do for you? I have questions. About that painting. To observe the phenomenon directly drives one mad, but indirect observation. Yes, if we're careful, we can study records and observations made of the visitor. A terrible painting, hidden away somewhere in the dark. It came to me in a vision. As long as it remains in the dark, one is safe, but to expose it to the light will bring calamity to us all. If you find such a painting, keep it covered, but bring it to me, please. About your colleagues. Ah, so you've spoken to Aster. Yes, there are 4 of us now. Aster is the most recent. He joined not too long after me. When I joined, it was Jasper, Beryl, and Edwin. I think there were others before me, but I never knew them. We've been studying the visitor for many months, before anyone else even knew of its existence. This is why we were prepared.
Before you continue, 2 things about this person's sprite. 1, he looks like Wisemon. If you've seen a picture of Wisemon, you're going like, oh, I see that. 2, I'm fairly certain this person's robes are made of curtains.
You know, probably.
Because it definitely has those frills of, like, curtains, and the ones they're wearing on their body definitely feel like you got a pattern curtain here.
Okay, how did you know? Well, this was before I was around. I think Jasper spotted it by telescope. He shared it with his colleagues at the time, and that was the beginning of our group. He's been afflicted ever since he observed it himself. The whole story is a bit sensitive, and I've decided not to pry. But fear not, Jasper remains in full control of his faculties. We can trust him.
Ominous.
How are you prepared? We knew this was no ordinary phenomenon. We started gathering supplies, even weapons. Unfortunately, it seems our preparations were necessary. Who left the group? I don't know if Edwin was ever formally a part of it, but he grew more reclusive as time went on. That's the Stargazer.
Yeah, Edwin was the Stargazer.
How can I join? Talk to Jasper. He's usually on the ground floor, past the reception desk. Okay, have you looked outside? Oh, of course not. I've seen the looking upon the visitor can do to people. I want none of it. But I am curious. Yeah, just take a little.
Lee is that troll everybody has in their group.
What is the visitor? We don't know. A stellar object that emits some terrible unknown radiation. That's our best guess at the moment. Somehow it warps utterly anyone unfortunate enough to observe it. We have no rational explanation for that. My personal theory is that it is some sort of malfunctioning alien technology. Like a spaceship? I think it might be some sort of terraforming machine. Because Aster mentioned that the other astrologers, had different theories, so their theory was this. Because of how it changes when we observe. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. What do the others think? Either a natural phenomenon we don't understand, or an intelligent life form. The observations we collect are intended to attempt communication with it, in case of the latter.
Why not kill it instead?
Why not kill it instead? Kill it? How? It would be like killing the sun. If this thing is even alive in a way that we understand, I doubt we can cause it any actual harm. What will you say to it? Please leave us alone? I suppose I haven't given it much thought. Jasper will know what to say. He has a lot on his mind. Dang it.
It's a nightmare is like the only thing. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, there's more from what are the others think.
Yeah, I was trying to think if there was anything else in there.
Because you already chose
this sounds suicidal. I don't disagree. This will probably end in disaster, but I suppose this is all we got. It's a nightmare. Sometimes when I wake up, I forget for a moment that this is all real. For a few seconds, I feel relief. What a strange dream this was. Time to go to work. One time I walked up to open my window in that state. I came to my senses moments before disaster.
It was weird. I was sleeping in a room with no window. I don't know why there was a window in there now. Astronomer.
Astronomer. I'm gonna get that mixed up every single time.
I'll get him there, folks, but I also need to check what the difference is because he's going to call me out on it at some point.
It's Beryl. Well, hey there. Any luck? I have questions.
I mean, Beryl's just wearing, like...
It's just a jacket with the hood up.
Jacket with the hood up and, like, maybe a dress.
Like a dress. What are you looking for?
A Beryl.
Had a dream of a guardian with a glass eye, quietly watching the skies, recording it all. At first I thought I was looking for a telescope, but nah, that's not it. Then a security camera, but most of the security cameras here are inside. And, here's the problem, to see if there's a recording of outside, we need to look at the security footage first, and if we do that, we get exposed to the visitor. So what can we do? We need something to watch it for us, and who would do something like that? Well, if you figure something out, let me know. We do actually have all of their offerings at this point, so... Let's see here, we did already do what are you looking for. Let's go ahead and do did you look outside, because that's going to be short, and then we can go to the tell me about the astronomers. No way, you seen what it does to people? It's bad, dude, really bad.
Oh, there are far worse things. Okay. She says with a drawn-on mask. Real quick, an astronomer is a scientist in the field of astronomy who focuses on specific question or field outside the scope of Earth, so basically people who study the stars and space and whatnot. An astrologer is a person who studies astrology, which astrology is a range of divinationary practices recognized as pseudoscientific scientific since
so
the
it's
18th.
the pseudoscience.
Yeah, it's
part.
basically the people who go like, Mars is in alignment with Mercury, that means you're gonna get good luck today, and then you pay, and it's like, pay me $200,000 for that info. So.
Okay. Tell me about the astronomers. We're amateur astronomers, I guess. There's only 4 of us now. We're gathering records, pictures, anything of the visitor to try to make meaningful contact with it. Studying the visitor is incredibly dangerous. We've lost a few good people already. Heaven forbid Jasper is taken from us as well. Meaningful contact? We have a theory about the visitor. We think the effects it has on observers are failed attempts at communication. We're hoping we can establish contact in some way so we can, like, talk to it. Have a chat. That's what this ritual business is all about. Maybe we can kill it. Ha! Sure. You'll just need a big gun. Good luck.
Helen over here with her poison dagger, venom dagger, going like, I could.
I think there was another option after this. Yes. You think it could be reasoned with? Why not? If it can't be reasoned with, well, at least we will now have a means to give it a piece of our mind. I don't think it's alive. Yeah, it's all a long shot, but Jasper seems pretty adamant about this, just like she was. What happened to Edwin? Edwin wasn't a full member of our group, but he was a great help. He'd been an amateur astronomer for a long time, owns a lot of useful equipment. He was the first person our founder went to after she discovered the anomaly in the sky. As time passed, he grew reclusive. We could still borrow equipment for a time, but we haven't heard from him in a month. Now, we presume the worst. What's wrong with Jasper? Jasper's still with us. He only had a tiny peek at the visitor through a filtered telescope. They didn't fully understand the effects of the visitor at the time, unfortunately. Though he certainly changed since looking at the visitor, I think what really changed him was... well, it's not really my place to say. You should ask him instead. Now, let's go talk to Jasper.
Hello again. The end is drawing nearer. We don't have much time. How can I help you? With every passing moment, our chance to communicate with the visitor grows smaller. We must find offerings.
Let's talk. What kind of offering?
The visitor responds to those who observe it. You must gather witnesses to its form, artifacts that hold the visitor's image. Bring them to us. It is our hope that such artifacts will help the visitor understand our thoughts. We hope to truly commune with it. I've had a vision of a prophet, his mind long gone, his last coherent thoughts, a written testimony to what he witnessed. With every passing moment,
Okay, it's just back to that. Why should I help you?
This is our only chance. The visitor's gaze is upon us. It slowly makes its way through our cosmic neighborhood. Soon it'll be gone forever. Yeah, he's wearing the bathrobes.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got a mask on. Our civilization is tearing itself apart at its passage. And for what? Nothing? If we establish true contact, then we can understand it. We can make sense of all this.
Really, at this point, this isn't even like a, oh, well, like, if we tamper with this, worse things are gonna happen. No, it's not gonna get worse than this. At worst, we're gonna be right where we are, which is a living nightmare. We might as well try.
We have lost so much already. When all is over, it needs to have been for something. Please help us give meaning to this.
Okay, let's talk. Tell me about your group.
We observed the visitor months ago and have been working tirelessly to learn about it, but it has come at a great cost.
Do you think we could kill it?
No. That's not what this is about. We don't want to kill it. This isn't about revenge.
I think I could kill it. I don't actually know. I thought I didn't know there was a second dialogue option on this one, so I'm not actually sure what to say. I think I could kill it.
What an absurd thought. This is not what we want. Not what she would have wanted either. With every passing moment. Okay.
Okay, tell me about your group. What did it do to you?
Not much compared to what it did to others. The effects have been mostly superficial. I consider myself very fortunate indeed.
Yeah, he's the one who actually saw the visitor, so he has been transformed. If you attack him, you'll see.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Back to menu.
I really wish there was a way to advance text
that
didn't choose an option.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, oh, maybe space will do it. Nope, space chooses an option. What have you learned?
We know it is enormous. We know it moves. We know observing it has terrible consequences. We have formulated much more, but the rest is mere speculation. These are the facts.
And after that, I heard you were the one to find it.
No, although I have indeed seen it through a telescope, I was not the first. This honor goes to our founder. I merely confirmed her findings from the coordinates she provided. I thankfully only caught a small glimpse. She was not so lucky. Her form warped and her sanity declined, but she still managed to bring us together in the name of science, in the name of the visitor. Oh, I'm sorry about that. She's unable to lead us now. We carry forward her will in her memory. I can only hope that if we succeed, a small part of her will feel relief. Please do not ask further about this. It is quite a painful memory. So about your painful memory.
Alright, so he doesn't want to talk about her. However, there is one other person that we've spoken to that seems to at least know something.
Edwin.
It
was talk to his corpse.
It was the lady in the basement. Funny of note, if you have Aster in your party and you go talk to Jasper, you get some unique dialogue of just Jasper. Mostly just Jasper going, "The heck?" And then Aster going, "I'm helping!" Okay, I have questions. Tell me about the astronomers. Tell me about your founder. Sybil spent months observing the visitor, trying to establish communication as it came closer and closer. Unfortunately, she observed it through telescope. Her attempts at communication ruined her, and in the end, she had nothing to show for it. She grew less sane and human by the day. What we're doing now is based on some of her final notes. Probably won't work, but what else can we lose? It's the end of the world. Sybil? She's my neighbor.
That's my neighbor.
Your neighbor? That doesn't make any sense. Sybil is gone. She lived in apartment 12 on the first floor. Maybe you're talking about another Sybil. I knew her a little, but she was already afflicted when I first spoke to her. She left quite an impression on me, but only Jasper really knew her, out of all of us. She was the first of us, perhaps even among all of humankind, to ever lay eyes on the visitor. Unfortunately, she paid dearly for it. Jasper said she observed the visitor for months, and it had devastating effects on her. There's nothing left of her but this awful sludge everywhere.
Ew.
I think that's everything here.
I guess. Anyway, attack. Do we want to go check out Mutt's shop before we go?
Yeah, we can.
Because we're just right here. Might as well just check.
Don't see anything new.
What's that thing on?
Hey, Mutt.
This is Auntie Wilma's Crossword Challenge, a hardcore crossword video game for experts only. It's yours for $305. Oh, hey, at local game store I went to, they got some games over there that they sell, and I mean like retro games to like the NES and like to the Atari. I think I had Mega Man 5 for like a couple $100 or so, and I was like, guess what I got in my shelf at home? They have a copy of Dragon Warrior 3 for the NES with manual. It's like $130 some, and I keep looking at it going like, I don't have the manual, but also I'm not spending $135 on a game I already have.
New option.
Yep.
Because we got the name Sybil from
Barrel.
Barrel. It's like I know it starts with a B.
It rhymes with Sybil. Barrel and Sybil.
So, please, tell me about Sybil.
We were good friends. Why do you ask about her?
Where is she now?
I don't know how to answer this. She's gone, and she's everywhere. But most of her is in her home, apartment 12. I don't have the strength to set foot in that place again, to see her like this. Why do you ask about her?
Do you have her notes? Anything?
She kept some research notes back in her home office. I don't know where she kept the rest. I couldn't find anything when I was there, but then again, I couldn't really think straight at the time. If you can find anything, please show me.
How can I get into apartment 12?
Well, you have to have a lockpick. Last time I walked past it, her mass was blocking the front door. I don't want to step on her. If you find a way through, maybe you'll be able to get inside with this. Received. Stained key.
About my neighbor.
Your neighbor is also named Sybil? That is certainly an interesting coincidence. But no, this is not our founder. She is no longer with us. If she is even still alive, she is unable to communicate. We can only hope she is in no pain. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab Aster and attack you.
We just got a key.
A key! Go with.
Did a lot in 1 hour.
Well, I mean, we did go into Lee's room.
How are you doing?
My research isn't progressing as quickly as I'd like. Perhaps if you took me with you, I could learn more.
What was your life like before this?
Oh, are you inquiring as to my profession? I am, or perhaps was, a geology professor at McGill. Does that say McGill?
McGill.
Like Jimmy McGill?
Sure.
Because I better call Saul. Anyway, as with all inquisitive minds, my interest ventured afield, and in recent years I found myself engrossed in astronomy and astrology. The stars have the power to portend much. Portend much, and I desire to learn about both their observable and metaphysical properties. That is the key to understanding the visitor. Mars is in alignment.
What do you think will happen?
That depends upon the success of our venture. If we cannot successfully establish communication with the visitor, I believe humanity will be finished.
Can you say more about the astronomers?
Of course. Currently there are 4 of us, although that number fluctuates. We're amateur astronomers united by a mutual love of the firmament. Jasper, our leader, is directing our efforts towards a ritual of sorts. We are attempting to communicate with the visitor by finding objects associated with it.
Did you look outside?
Oh, would that I could see such a world-altering phenomenon, but no, I couldn't.
You still give him an offering, thank heavens.
Well, yeah, he's one of the astronomers.
Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to do? Alright, Philippe. I mean, yes! It'll be great to stretch my, moth wings.